WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and enjoy the show. What's up, fight fans? Welcome everybody to my channel. This is Johnny, and today we're going to go over some of the most looked over stats that nobody talks about when mentioning Dmitry Bivol. A few of the better known facts about Dmitry is the fact that he's 22-0 with 11 knockouts. He is ranked number one as the best light heavyweight in the world. He has a 50% knockout to win ratio, which doesn't sound that impressive at light heavyweight, but I'll go in later in the video and explain that because that has a lot to do with his impressive style. He is 33 years old, he's Russian, and he's a 6-foot orthodox fighter with a 72-inch reach. This video, we're gonna go over Dmitry's strength of schedule. We're gonna talk about and dissect his last 10 fights. What we're gonna do, guys, is add up his 10 opponents' win-loss record and come up with a statistic called strength of schedule, basically showcasing the path, the road, and the resume that Dmitry has taken to get to where he is today. Those last 10 fights include, and we're going to start 10 fights ago with Barrera. Before I move on, I'd like to mention the records that these fighters went into the night that they fought Dmitry. For instance, Barrera was 21-1 on the night he fought Dmitry. He lost via TKO, then he was 21-2. So this data correlates with the night that they fought. So the first fight, Barrera was 21-1, Chilemba was 25-5, Pascal was 33-5, Smith Jr. was 24-2, Castillo was 20-2, Richards was 16-1, Salamov was 26-1, Canelo is 57-1, Ramirez 44-0, Arthur was 23-1. When you add all of these numbers up, all of his opponents total 289 wins with 19 losses. That gives Dmitry Bivol a 94% win-loss ratio. That's one of the highest ones that we've done so far. And if you look at Dmitry's first 10 fights, or any fighter at that, the path to get there takes a long time. So you'll see fights paired up with guys with records 10-10, 12-18, 35-20, because each fighter needs measuring sticks, a litmus test, and that's up to the fighter's camp, coaches, trainers, and teammates to pair them up accordingly as they go on their journey to wherever they go. And in this case, Dmitry Bivol is a world champion, the number one ranked light heavyweight in the world. So every fight he fights is going to be his stiffest test. When I think about Bivol's performances over the last 10, I always go back to that Canelo fight. When he fought him for the light heavyweight title, Canelo came into that fight 57-1. And what I started this video on, I was talking about Dmitry's style. In order to fully appreciate Bivol, his strength of schedule, his resume, you have to really understand how he comes into the ring, how he prepares. He is a classical boxer. His fight IQ, ring generalship, is as high as anybody in the sport. Bivol has a relaxed punching style. This allows him to maintain pace. That pace over time pretty much drowns his opponents. He's accurate, he's precise, and his footwork, he emphasizes his footwork with long-ranging lead hooks instead of power punching. He sits down on very few punches. This allows him not to ever showcase his power, but also you'll never see him run out of gas. And the minute he sees you start to fade, you end up getting drowned.
A slow start.
Going into the fight, Bivol had the opportunity to show the world his skills, and he did just that. He looked like the total package against Canelo, controlling the distance, displaying smart punch selection, setting and keeping a fast tempo. We talked about that earlier. all while outworking the crowd favorite without getting too greedy. That's another thing about Bivol. He'll only take what you give him. He doesn't take risks. He's a very smart fighter. Bivol continually beat Alvarez to the punch with fast jab, right jab combos while avoiding any trap the experienced veteran tried to lure him into. When Alvarez retreated to the ropes and covered up or dared Bivol to attack, Bivol wisely remained out of Alvarez's reach while nailing him with jabs and 1-2 combos. And that's another thing. You're not going to be able to bait this guy into a firefight or a war, and Canelo was trying to do that. And as the rounds kept fading and fading, it was clear that Bivol's style just was too much for Canelo. He wasn't able to figure that out. Guys, if you want me to feature one of your favorite fighters, one of your favorite fights, or an upcoming fight, I'll do that for you. Simply let me know who you want me to feature and leave it in the comment section below.